Hello everybody and welcome to the first tech video on my channel. Today we're gonna assemble the LianLi Pitstop T60. This is a test bench. You need a couple of screwdrivers and some screws. The screws are just an extra. The package comes pre-equipped with screws, so you not really need them, but it's always handy to have some of them as spare parts. So I would recommend to collect those kind of screws whenever you get a new PC or whenever you get a new motherboard. Most of the time they include little bags of screws, and I would always collect them and store them for this kind of situations. The LianLi package comes with an instruction manual. The instruction manual is lacking a little bit of information, so depending on the pictures and the step you're in, it could be really difficult to exactly understand or see, depending on the pictures they provide, how to interconnect the parts with each other or how to assemble the parts. So I don't know if anybody from LianLi will see this video at any time, but if they do, please put in some more detailed pictures in your instruction manuals, or maybe extend them with more detailed text information so that's much easier for someone who would like to assemble the part to understand in which way he has to assemble it. But now let's get to the assembly. I will speed up the process a little bit, and whenever there's something especially to say for a specific step, I will kick in and let you know what were my thoughts or what were my issues and explain how to overcome that. I hope you enjoyed. After assembling the base plate, I will now screw down two support brackets. These brackets will hold your power supply in place. Do not forget to install the little rubber stickers as shown previously on each of these brackets. These rubber stickers will prevent any movement of your power supply and also dampening appearing vibrations during operation. Double check that you did use the correct holes for the bracket assembly so that later on everything will line up correctly. As you can see, I did install the power supply brackets as well as the supporting backplate. The next step is to install the hard drive cage, which can store up to 3.5-inch hard drives. On the cage, I did install some vibration dampers made out of rubber. Step is the assembly of the grip of this test bench. It is quite simple, you just have to screw in the grip base plate into the grip itself, but ensure to press it downwards, otherwise you won't be able to tighten the screws. Maybe you did recognize that in the background the back plate of the test bench is facing towards the front of the test bench. That was a mistake I made during the first assembly, because I was unable to recognize how or where to put the backplate exactly. As I mentioned earlier in the video, some of these pictures, because they are black and white and really small, sometimes it's really hard to see how to align the individual parts or how to connect the individual parts with each other. But as you can see now, I did recognize my mistake. I turned it around and now the backplate's on the back and the front is also perfect. Now the test bench looks like it is already usable, but one important part is still missing. We now assemble the support bracket, which will allow us to install any kind of extension cards like PCI, PCIe or AGP securely to our motherboard. The bracket itself can be adjusted in terms of height. This is very important to utilize different motherboards and motherboard types. In my case, I had to mount the bracket at the lowest possible attach point to fit the motherboard I will use in the next video. By the way, because this is the first video I do on my channel in English, please let me know if it is okay for you or not. Yeah, just drop me some comments on what do you think about it. Thank you. So this is it. This was the assembly process of the LianLi test bench. There are some optional parts included in the package which you could install in case you would like to. There's, for example, a bracket for SSDs and also brackets for CD-ROM drives, but I will install them later whenever I will use this bench. So the next video will be a video where I will install one of my very own old components, a P4C 800 motherboard with an old Pentium 4 chip on it. And I will try to get it booted up, so stay tuned for that video. Don't get confused by the camera angle. The bench is straight. I don't know what happened here. See you next time. Bye.